Power 92. We are #1 in the streets.
All right, it's Power 92. We are #1 in the streets. Your girl, Money Mayha, in the studio today. Make some noise for Booby Gibson!
Yes, sir. What's going down?
What's poppin'?
Chilling. Happy to be out here.
Yes, welcome
Excited.
to Chicago.
Yeah, I got a lot of people out here, so I'm excited about tonight.
Oh, okay, you come out here a lot?
I do.
Okay, that's
My
good.
girls from up this way.
All right, that's what's up. So, I'm excited to talk to you because I haven't talked to nobody that has had a similar journey to yours.
Talk to me then.
Okay.
That's why I'm here.
And then, first of all, I do want to say that I'm sending my condolences for your losses. I know.
Yeah, it's been a tough month.
Yeah.
But weirdly, though, like, I lost my dog maybe 2 weeks ago, and then the announcer for the Cavs, who actually, he joined the Cavs the year I got drafted, so he basically announced every game I ever did. The whole reason that the whole world know the name Booby is because of him. And so it was just crazy. He just died just suddenly for no reason.
It's so sad.
Services be this weekend, and yeah, it's been tough for me. So
well, rest in
this is
peace
good.
to Fred McLeod. What is, I guess, one of your favorite memories that you guys share?
Man, it got to be that Eastern Conference Finals 2006-07 season, my rookie season, both of our rookie seasons.
Walk me through it.
Yes, man, it's game 6, Eastern Conference Finals. And so I'm a rookie, and like LeBron and the rest of the guys are kind of like, they ragging on me about my nickname being Booby. It's not a thing yet. They just call me that around the gym.
We were saying we know a lot of people like who grew up with us in the hood who got a nickname Booby.
Right, but see, you don't really, I mean, you share it with your homeboys, but it's not something that you would necessarily take to the court. And so it was just really, like you said, a name in the street.
Yeah.
But once I started playing, Bron started ragging me. It's game 6, Eastern Conference Finals. And then I just get hot. And it's the Cavs haven't been to the finals since 1964. And I get hot, and I make like 4-5 threes in the fourth quarter. Fred McLeod, he started, shoot it, Booby, shoot it.
Yes.
And once he did that, the whole crowd.
I can hear it.
Man, the whole crowd just started saying Booby. And from that day on, the whole world knew the name, man. That's how I stuck.
I feel like I know you as Booby Gibson. I don't even know Daniel Gibson.
Yeah, nobody really knows my other name. Like, when people come home with me and they be like, they call me Gib or Booby or whatever, but like, my grandmother was the one that gave me that name. She coined that. And so for me, I just get to honor her now. You know, everybody come up to me and be like, Booby, I love you. I love what you do. I love what you got. I love your attitude. I love how you moving. And it's all for her.
That's
So
really dope. Why did she give you that name?
I don't know. I probably was a crybaby. I probably stayed on the titty too long. I don't know what it was.
We can call you Booby.
She gave it to me, and it was just for her for a lot of years. But then she passed away before I got to the NBA, so she never even got to hear it go off the way that it did. But
she hear it.
Oh yeah,
She definitely hear it. So it's so fascinating to me that you go from the Cavs. I don't know, did love and hip hop come first or did the music? Because I know music isn't nothing new.
Right. Well, it's kind of, I think a lot of people don't really know that it was always something that I was doing as far as like just having an ability with a pen. I just been good at that, like writing scripts, writing movies, writing songs, writing flows. I just got an ability with that pen. And so while I was playing towards the end of my career, I started to get hurt a lot. So it just started to make me realize that you can't play basketball forever. You know, you got to have other things that you can kind of invest your time into
Absolutely.
to keep making money. And so I started doing more music like publicly while I was playing. But yeah, it just kind of happened.
Talk about, I guess, because was it the ankle injury that kind of took you out?
That was the nail in the coffin.
Okay.
So for me, I had a thing where I hurt my knee, hurt my back, and then maybe like at the end of year 7, going into year 8, I broke my ankle. And so
I remember that.
It was my contract. Yeah. It was my contract year. So with that being said, I would have had to sit out a year in order to get ready to play again. And just in that process, I just realized that I tried to come back, I hurt my knee. Tried to come back, I hurt my back. And like different signs was just telling me like, you can still play ball, but you might want to start thinking about a few other things, you know? And my gift has always been that pen. And so I just got back into that. I really got into songwriting because initially the beef was, oh, you been playing basketball, you're a basketball player. You know, that's how people
I
try
swear
to
I was going to
box
ask
you
you
in.
about that stigma.
Yeah, they try to box you in because a lot of basketball players suck at it. If we being honest, a lot of guys just do it for fun. They're not that great at it. But somebody like myself, you could put me in a room with a rapper and I'll probably body him. And it's happened a bunch of times. You know what I'm saying?
That's
It's
raw.
like I've been in the studio and like an artist didn't even know it was my music, and that's what I do on the low. Like I write for people, I write flows, and I just sell them. So I'm in the studio, and I write Ty Dolla $ign. I'm in the studio with them, and my music is playing, and he like, who is that? Like he was there, and like, oh, that's Booby. He like, nah,
Yes.
Nah. So that's kind of like one of them moments. Him, Wiz, a few other guys that like I didn't necessarily come in like, here's my music, listen to me. I just let them do it, let them hear it, and let them make the choice, and they was rocking.
That's pretty cool to me because I swear I was going to ask you. You know, you hear it all the time. People like, oh, yeah, so NBA the music, okay.
And a lot of people be looking at me like, they come at me like, oh, man, I can't believe you stopped playing basketball to do music. That's the dumbest thing I ever heard.
And whole time it's been kind of a simultaneous
like, 'cause
thing.
if I was healthy enough to play basketball at the level I wanted to play basketball, I would have never stopped. But see, I'm the type of guy, I'm not finna get on the court and I know I can't perform the way that I want to perform. An 82-game season, that's a long time.
I don't think people realize.
That's why I had to get to the point where I had to stop caring about how people felt about what I was doing because I'm really gifted at it.
Yeah, that's how I know you being a really good hooper.
Yeah.
So when they told me you were coming, I was like, dang, is he getting that to it? Let me find out.
You know what? I did do a little bit this summer with the Big Three.
I heard.
You know what I'm saying? I was working on that, but I realized it was a little more politics that went into making that league. So I gotta, next year, I'll be in it. So
I really hope so. Ice Cube shows us so much love here when the Big Three game comes through.
He
really is.
For putting that together. And I give
really
him a lot of love and a lot of appreciation for that because a lot of guys that still got it, they just can't play 82 games. That's just a long season
I feel
for guys
that.
as they get up in age. And so not even that. It's just in the summertime, it just give you a chance to still do what you love. And they don't put so many rules and politics on it. You don't gotta, you know what I'm saying, suit and tied up. You can just really be yourself and play ball. So I gotta get some of that action.
Do you think your son wants to take after you? Do you think he wants to do the NBA thing?
I don't know if it's the NBA thing yet, but you know, he get music from both sides. So he's really
That is
into
facts.
music.
I love that.
Instruments.
How old
and
is
the
he
whole
now?
nine. DJ is 9 now.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I love that you share him on social media.
That's my right-hand man. And I might do it a little excessive, but it's just because, you know, like me and his mom separated. So I feel obligated to make sure he know, Dad right here, I ain't going nowhere.
I love that. Thank you for doing that because a lot of people are really just quiet with their children. They don't want to put them on social media.
I mean, and that's cool for some people, you know what I'm saying? It's okay to be private about yours, but when it come to mine, like, that's my guy, and I'm not afraid to show, like, that's how we rock.
Yeah, and I think it's super healthy. You know, the whole co-parenting thing, too. Things like that is so dope to me.
It's work.
Yeah, I know. So what advice do you give these parents? I have a friend who is going through it.
Yeah, man. I mean, as a man, I approach it like I can always diffuse the situation. And a lot of people be like, man, you know, you might be too soft in this situation, but I feel like there's always a way to figure out a way to have a conversation about it and not go there. It took me a while to get to that point. Initially, I'm like, oh, you said that, it's back and forth.
Yeah.
But once you get to the point where you can diffuse it and y'all can communicate and always keep the kids' best interests and not y'all emotions or how y'all feel about each other, then y'all can figure it out.
That's super important.
That's where we are now.
That's so important.
Thank God.
You know, because I'm sure 9 years later.
Listen,
Ooh.
I did not believe it was possible for a while, but finally, like, we're in a place now where, you know, we making sure he's straight. It could be because she got another baby. That might have helped out a little bit.
Yeah, it could have been. It could have definitely took, you know, a little distraction off
calm
of.
it down a little bit. You know, I don't want no trouble, but, you know, I think sometimes you just take it out on me.
Yeah, and that's rough.
I'm an easy target.
I feel that. I'm watching my friend go through it. His son is only about to be 2.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's probably in the beginning stages of it all.
It's the worst when they young like that and they can't really talk to you and tell you how they feeling, but it's a little bit better because they don't really know what's going on, so he can figure it out now. So when he's about 4 or 5, they can have it together.
So he's showing interest in music. Is it like the rapping, the singing? Like what kind of music is he into?
DJ, it's really like he'll come up with we sit down sometimes and come up with like words that rhyme, you know what I'm saying? Little flows together.
I don't have no kids, so like this shit sound like
yeah, we
I
come
love
up
it.
with little flows together. He'll come in like, Dad, listen to this, and he'll do that.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but like instruments, he wants to play instruments. He wants to do
That's
the piano.
super cool.
He wants to, and now his school offers all that, so he 10 up.
That's what's up.
D lit.
Okay.
He lit right there.
Let me find out he gonna be like the next you.
I'm telling you, better than me. You know what I'm saying?
What do you like to write about? I know you say that songwriting is like the main thing that you're into. What do you like
for me,
to write
man,
about?
I'm from Texas, you know, so we do it a little bit slower down there. And Flow and B is my genre of music. I kind of made it up, you know what I'm saying, because I like to rap over melodic beats.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm smooth, more like LL, Cool J, Fab,
Okay.
Drake.
Mm-hmm.
That's really like my lane. I just kind of gave it a name. It's like what I do. It's my pocket. And so, but I make all types of music when I'm writing for other artists, when I'm in songwriter mode. But for me, it's definitely directed towards the ladies.
Okay.
It's definitely a vibe.
Okay.
And yeah, that's how I'm
I
coming.
like what I heard on your Instagram story. I think you was driving in your car. I wrote it down. You said, I don't really know if I'm fucked up. I'm just feeling. Is that yours?
Ooh.
I'm just feeling my shit.
Listen, that's the next one I'm going to drop.
So I like that.
I actually probably can get that to y'all before
Please. Because I was like, he gave me 14 little seconds.
Yeah, see, I plan on drop. That'll probably be the next single I drop.
What's that record called?
Tables Turn.
Tables Turn.
Yeah, and the perspective I wrote that one from is like, you know how you could be a guy chasing after a girl for a long time and she giving you the cold shoulder, I don't want none of that, I don't want none of that. But then when you finally decide you don't want her no more, now she got to watch you do everything you was trying to do for her for somebody else. And that hurts.
Man, that's never easy to watch. I feel like that's my current situation.
You don't want to see them tables turn. I'm telling you, better take it when you got the chance.
It's terrible. So how many tracks are on Flow and B?
Flow and B, I'm actually not finished with it.
Okay.
I'm doing this tour I'm doing right now, this Flow and B tour. It's really, I've been trying to figure out the way to come out the trunk with it. You know what I'm saying?
I feel
'Cause
that.
I feel like with this new digital age, it's hard to really touch the people and like hand them your CD. And so what I'm doing is I'm going to all these different cities. We're going to sit down, we're going to listen to a bunch of music, and we're going to chop it up, and I'm going to go back into the lab and finish my project.
I like that because I know you were saying like it was going to come out in August.
Yeah, I really want people to understand that this is not a game for me. You know what I'm saying? This is something I'm really passionate about, and I treat it the same way I treat hoop. You know, I go in the booth, and I go in. You know what I'm saying? The same way I do when I get in between those lines. So I just want people to feel that, and I think the best way for them to feel that with me is for me to just step out there and let them see me in person and not just talk about it. Let them hear me.
I think that's a really good idea because at least then, like, you know, you can monitor the audience, kind of just see which ones they're feeling.
Like, okay,
and
that one goes, and I'm going to play. It's going to be a full live celebration of creativity. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be a lot of different records that I've had part in writing on, you know what I'm saying? Other artists that I just like and rock with. It's just gonna be a whole vibe of music. And you know I like poetry. So it's just gonna be that type of night. And I wanna create that night in every city I go to.
And he's talking about Persona tonight, guys. What time does that kick off?
6 o'clock. I'm gonna be at Persona tonight. And it's just gonna be a vibe. We're gonna play some Flow and B type music. And we just gonna vibe. Meet and greet.
I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
So, do you have any features?
Well, I have on this particular album. I wanted everybody to see what I was capable of. But clearly, in my bag, a person that I write with or a group that I write a lot with is Boss Life.
Boss Life.
That's Slim Thug.
Oh,
back in Houston. Back to the Texas thing.
You can
know what I'm
totally
saying?
hear it too. It's so there.
Yeah, you hear it in my music heavy too. You know what I'm saying? But I do a lot of my writing back home with Slim Thug, and that's where, as far as me working with other artists, that's where I do a lot of my damage at.
What is the vibe like in the studio for you?
It's gonna be women, cause I like to listen to different opinions and talk about it a little bit before we go in.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's who I kind of cater to, cause once you get them to like it, the guys don't like it, cause they like it.
Man, I say this every time. Women drive music.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a fact.
Absolutely, definitely my music. You know what I'm saying?
That's such a fact.
Definitely
You
my
said
music.
especially your music.
Yeah,
So
cause that's how I make it. Like I really like I'm on some whole LL Cool B vibe. I done took the whole LL Cool J and just made it mine.
I'm with that.
That's the vibe.
I'm super with
We
that.
need one of those, right? We got like
I feel like we do.
like a lot of energy in the game where it's mostly catered towards, hustling, getting the bag, and then buying her bag, and that's cool. But ultimately, it's a few more player things that we could talk about that I done been through that I might be able to add to the game.
Yes, we need this vibe.
Yeah.
Is there one that you really, really like that's like your favorite song that like I could like listen to?
Her
like
favorite song is Table Turn. You gonna love it. You gonna
Okay,
love it.
because that's the shit,
You
girl.
gonna-
Like
you
the
gonna-
little 14 seconds I heard.
You gonna love the full version of that. It's a real vibe. You know
Please
what
send
I'm
me
saying?
that before you leave.
I got you. Cause I'm planning. I might drop it Friday if I can get it mixed the way that I want to get it mixed, either Friday or Monday. So you'll have it before everybody else do.
What inspired you to even tap into wanting to put this? Because it sounds like a mixtape.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
What
It is a
inspired
mixtape.
you to be like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna put it out, and it's gonna be a whole project?
Well, I mean, like with the climate that we in, a lot of people just be dropping singles, and they really just
They
be
really
doing,
do, though.
They really just be doing what they love to do. And I wrote this in my comments the other day. Somebody was like, why aren't you focused on basketball? It's like, listen, I could go to the gym from 9 to 1 and then go to the studio from 2 to 6 and have a dope album. One don't stop the other.
People just want to box
That's
people
what they
so
want. And everything.
much.
That's the shit. You can't do nothing, and it's weird. Like,
I
we
swear.
not that limited. God made us dope. You know what I'm saying? But if we can take the blinders off and stop letting people tell us what we can't do because they can't do it, we'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. Like, I feel like a lot of people would tell you, oh, no, that's impossible for you. Nah, it's probably impossible for you because you ain't got this. You ain't got what I got.
I mean, that's always where I feel like the trolling and the hate comes from. It's because half the time it's because y'all want it.
Imagine being good at something and hate. Have you ever just went to somebody's page and just like hated on?
You know what? I am such an anti-troll,
You know what I'm
G.
saying?
Like, I hate
But
when people do
it's
it.
the hurt people that's doing that. It's the people that don't really got it going the way that you got it going, so they're going to try to pull you back down.
Them is
So,
facts.
yeah, them
When
the
I
people you got to
had-
stay away from.
I had Kanye in here like when was that? Like a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been in radio for like 10, 11 years, but like I still can't handle the trolls sometimes.
Yeah, you can't?
You
After
know-
10?
No, because like, okay, for the most part, yeah. But then it'll be that one day you're going through some shit.
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
a
they got-
troll
you got-
hits you up on some bullshit. And
You
then I'm
gotta
like,
let 'em have it.
I'm going to let them have it. I'm going to let them have it.
Yeah.
I
That's
swear.
still, man, I think, is that a woman thing? That's how y'all be, fellas, y'all
I
rocking
don't
like that
know,
too?
because Mike Jones be the one that tell me, like, man, how chill.
Who? Who? Yeah.
He be the one that got it like, it's okay, it's only one
Yeah,
person.
'cause,
And
yeah, like we'll get 150 great comments from people, and then the one person that
on the
decides to-
wrong day,
Look at you.
on the wrong day,
They
y'all
don't-
feel me?
They don't deserve that from you. Don't give them that. Don't give them that. Give that love to them people that deserve it. what I'm
Kanye
saying?
was just like, I'm the biggest troll, so it doesn't even. But I'm like, oh, I'm not.
Right,
So
right. He get it. He knows.
does it
what's
ever
going
bother
on.
you though? Like, do you ever
Never.
get that one where you're like, I'm
Never.
gonna treat them?
Never.
That's
It
good.
got to the point where like when I was fresh out and everybody not fresh out of jail, fresh out of relationship.
Look, because I'm like, how much time did you do?
the public relationships, everybody want to keep tagging certain things in your feed, like, oh, you still talk to this girl, you should talk to this girl. Those are the ones I hate, but
Those
I
are
don't really,
so
I
whack.
don't really care about them. I don't really trip.
Yeah.
You can say whatever you want to say to me. I already know what I got going on. I already know how I'm moving. It really don't
Yeah.
bother me at all.
Okay, so I'm just gonna take a page out of your book.
Yeah, get that block.
Try
block.
to tap into that a little bit more.
Yeah, that block game gotta be strong out here, cause it's a lot of trolls.
Yeah, no, it is.
Yeah,
You be blocking people?
absolutely.
Yeah.
But sometimes I just leave them there so they can see what I got going on. I want them to see me shine.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel the same
'Cause
way.
it's coming either way.
It depends who it is.
Yeah.
Like, if it's an ex, I kind of want you to see what I got going on.
Yeah, let them see.
Like, I want you to
Let
see
'em-
me glow the fuck up.
Please let them see. Why would you block that from them?
Okay, because I got this TV appearance last year at
tables
some point, and I
turned.
was like, I'm ready for you to see this.
Yes, that's how you do it.
But then,
That's how
like,
do it.
he hit me up one day talking about, I still listen to you on the radio. I'm like, I know the fuck you do.
He's smooth. He's smooth. He's smooth.
I'm trying to, man. So, back to the music. Is there
Yeah.
somebody that you gotta work with? Like, ain't no, you're gonna make this happen. We gotta get into the studio together. Even if it doesn't become a record.
Ooh. I like getting females on my hooks. You know what I'm saying? That's my lane too. And so Summer Walker is just out of this world.
I was just
She's
stalking her social media.
Yeah, she out of this world.
She's so raw to
Exactly.
me.
It's just, you could tell that it's just like she go in the studio and it just come out. And them the type of people I like to work with. There's this girl I work with a lot called Sunye. Her name is Sunye.
Okay.
Elise. And she's like that. She get in the studio and it just comes out. And then once that comes out, I know exactly how I want to write my verse and how I want to come and how I'm going to finish telling that story.
Okay.
So I think that'll be
Do you got to hear the beat first, or do you start writing first?
I write all the time.
Yeah.
So I usually, if I hear a beat, I probably can draw from something that I've written. But once I hit a beat, 9 times out of 10, something new is going to come out from listening.
Do you have a relationship with Summer Walker so we can make that happen?
I don't.
Okay.
I don't. That was just a stab in the
That's
dark.
my
You
girl.
asked me somebody that I wouldn't mind working with or who I thought was
Yeah. Let's make that happen.
dope.
Let's make that
I'm
happen.
sure they can do that, but that'll be special.
I know yesterday was National Suicide Prevention Day, and I know you talk about dealing with depression, maybe at a point in time.
So glad you touched on that.
Man, because let's keep it real. Like, we live in a day and age where, like, I guess you could say the urban community don't like talking about mental health and depression. But, I am seeing the conversation start more.
Yeah.
So what do you think about that? Like, what advice do you give somebody who, I guess, is currently going through it and dealing with it? How do they start to come out of it? Because I don't even think people take that first step even.
It's tough, you know what I'm saying? And I sympathize with anybody that's dealing with it because I've been in that place before.
Mm-hmm.
And when you looking at people, everybody else seems to have everything going well, and you just gotta watch everybody. And with social media, it seems like it's just plastered in front of you all day long. So sometimes you just gotta take a step back, find an interest, find a hobby or something that you love to do, and kind of invest yourself in that. And what I can say is I'm living proof that once you invest your energy and your time into something and kind of step back and realize that everything is gonna be okay. Everybody out here going through something. Everybody out here has problems. We might all mask it a little bit and act like it's not going on, but we all have things that we dealing with. And sometimes people just need to know that they not alone, that we all have things that we're going through, and that it's possible to make it out. And I'm living proof, because there was a lot of times when I was going through my injuries with my ankle and going through my divorce, thinking that I wasn't really gonna be able to be that influence on my son's life that I wanted to be, and like all these thoughts were just coming in, negative. I really shut down. And I know what that feels like, but there is a light at the end of the tunnel. You know what I'm saying? If you can find something to just invest that energy into.
Absolutely. I totally agree. I feel like, you touched on something great. People see us on social media and it's like glamorous. I'm interviewing Booby Gibson. Yeah. I'm here, I'm there.
Gift and a curse.
That's all they see, but we're never vocal about, the shit we go through. That's why I'm so happy you posted about Fred McLeod.
Oh yeah, man. I want people to know I'm so far from perfect. I done made so many mistakes in my life, and I'm probably gonna continue to make mistakes in my life. But that's why we here. You know what I mean? We're not perfect. We're born like that. We gonna make mistakes. So just know that it's all about how you come back from those mistakes. It's all about digging in and getting it out the mud and just becoming better from any situation you got to deal with.
Yeah. Well, thank you for using your platform to talk about those things.
Man, I want people to know, I'm just like you. I go through it, but it's possible to get out of it.
Yeah.
All you got to do is dig in, and we all capable of that.
Yeah, that's facts. Do you attach yourself to any causes like that, or are you doing any?
I mean, I love the fact that the NBA now has really opened up that door, because when I was playing, they didn't really have that. And so that was a space where we all felt like, oh, we got all this money, you good. But normally when you get all that money, you got a lot of people that feel like they deserve every dollar that you got. You know
I promise.
what I'm saying? So you got to deal with that as well. And so it's just a lot that goes into it. So I'm glad that the NBA opened that up. And like, this is really the platforms I use. Any opportunity I get to speak on it or to let somebody know that it will be okay if you just stick in there and you tough it out, then I take it.
Well, I love that I asked you the question then.
Absolutely. That's why I said I appreciate that, because I know it's somebody out there listening right now that's going through it and they feel like they can't make it. I promise you, I was right there, and I promise you, you can.
I love that. I know, like, for us in Chicago, we seen it. I don't know if it necessarily happened, but it looked like it with Derrick Rose and all the things that he kept going through.
So much love for Derrick Rose.
Same here.
So much respect for Derrick Rose. When he dropped that 50, I almost cried too. I
think we all cried.
You know what I'm saying? Because he's a guy that, like, he been through so much in terms of his body, and all he do is keep coming back.
That's facts.
That's life. So now, when Derrick Rose drop his 30 for 30, it's gonna be crazy. You know what I'm saying? But that's Derrick Rose is the blueprint for having whatever you want to have in the world, but still having to deal with issues that you can't control. Sometimes things is gonna happen, and he's a prime example of how if you just stick with it, you can make it out of it.
Yeah. He's definitely somebody I automatically thought about when you were talking about it.
He's a goat in my mind. He's one of the goats. He's one of the greatest of all time.
He's super cool. So tonight, Persona, make sure you guys come out. What should they expect?
Yes.
I know you said a meet and greet.
A meet and greet. We gonna vibe. We gonna chop it up. We gonna play music. And it's just gonna be real, like, sexy. You know what I mean? Like, the type of music that I create is sexy. It's gonna be a vibe. It's gonna be happy hours, so we gonna get faded.
What are we drinking?
Whatever y'all want to drink.
Shit.
The vibe tonight is just gonna be that. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be loose. And like I said, we gonna just celebrate creativity.
Yeah.
A lot of dope artists.
Oh, shout out to my girl Brooke.
Yeah. Brooke Mackey, she putting it.
Firm.
She holding it down. She holding it down
I
for me,
love
making
her.
sure she get people out here, man.
She ready to pop soon.
Shout out, you know what I'm saying?
She ready to pop soon. That's what's
Shout out to her. Shout out to SLH Entertainment for making this happen. Like I said, this out the trunk. This ain't nobody booking me to come to these places, to come to these cities and do this. This is me saying, I'm coming to your city. I'm playing my music for you. I'm tapping in with you because I rock with y'all. And that's just how we going to do it.
That's love.
Chicago is my first stop.
That's love. Why did you pick Chicago for your first
because,
stop?
I mean, every time that I've come out here, it's just been love. So
That's
all
dope.
of the cities that have booked me in the past, now I'm kind of coming back and showing that love. Like, from here, I go to Dallas, and then I think it's Atlanta, and I think it's Memphis.
Okay.
So it's just like all of the cities that been showing me love when I was playing ball over the years, I'm just coming back, and we finna tap in, and that's what tonight gonna be. It's intimate. They gonna really get to be with me. It's gonna be our night, and we gonna kick it.
That's really dope to me. All of that, I'm assuming, is on your social media. So where can they follow you?
I'm gonna be posting all day, and it's Booby Gang. That's the Instagram, BOOBYGANG. And my Twitter is Booby's World 1. And that's pretty much where you can find everything you need to know.
Thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
Thank y'all for having me.
All right, make some noise, Booby Gibson.
Yes, sir.
Power 92.3 FM.